door, please. Oh, and lastly, I saw something for another college football news. At the SEC Media Day, they took a shot at LeVar Ball, and I was just like, really, dog? And it was regarding Jalen Hurts. If he loses, essentially, to Toa, whatever his last name is, like, his dad was pretty much just like, yo, we out of here. He'll be the number one free agent in college football. And a lot of people in Alabama were pissed about it, in particular, I guess, Saban and SEC Day, and they were just like, they were pretty much just making slight at LeVar, like, well, maybe, dads like LeVar had something to do with this. And I'm like, so dads who care about their son's well-being and know that playing quarterback isn't a really expensive thing to do, want their son to start, and he had like 15 touchdowns and 1 pick or something, and because he's not a fit for Alabama because they found somebody better, and he wants his son to play, honestly, I think he should have transferred after the national title game and just went to FIU or whatever lane Kevin.
It's FIU.
Yeah, FIU. I think he should have just left, but for SEC Media Day, that was one of the big things they were talking about, is whether he was going to stay or not if he loses a job, and his dad was acting like LeVar Ball on his behalf. But yeah, that's pretty much it for college football news. There's no
some good gems there.
Oh, and Maryland offensive lineman, he died of a heat stroke. He died actually like almost a month ago, but like they found out that it was a heat stroke that he died of. So y'all big boys, y'all offensive linemen, man, stay hydrated out there. You think you drank enough water? Drink more.
R.I.P. All right, well, I guess I'll start with my rant. So if you want to mute your mic, please. Yeah, man, so honestly, I want to shout out Jim Kelly real quick. He had a great speech on the ESPYs. If you want to go and listen to it, he dropped some gems basically about battling throat cancer for the past few years and having to go through more checkups. He was awarded the Jimmy V Award and basically finished his speech by quoting the great Jimmy V speech. Never give up, don't ever give up. You know the lines. So just wanted to shout him out, man. And I also wanted to I wanted to shout out my grandpa this week because it was his birthday last week. I forgot to do it last week. So just want to shout him out, man. That's my guy. He's one of the reasons why I even like sports and why I even used to listen to sports media. I remember riding with him in the car, going to doctor's appointments with him and just listening to the Jim Rome show. And that's really, really one of the reasons why I discovered a passion for both sports takes as well as just sports culture. And other than that, man, I'm really just trying to change my mindset and how I view things and trying to be both more honest with other people in both what I want and expect from them, as well as honest with myself and what I expect from myself. And I'm getting tired of comparing myself to other people and what other people expect and what other people are doing. And I'm trying to focus more on my own potential and comparing myself to my own potential. And instead of really dwelling on where I'm not or dwelling on what I have done, because it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's like, yeah, I could be happy with everything that I've succeeded in because I have a ton of success. I honestly do. But at the same time, I could cry about all the failures because guess what? I have twice as many failures as that. But when I really think about it, I just think about where I could be versus where I am. And I look at it as in, am I really giving my best effort to take myself from where I am to where I want to be or where I could be? And so just having that honest dialogue with myself has really led to this more positive mindset of where I'm both more honest with what I really truly want and how I'm able to push myself to get to where I want, as well as how I can both bring people along with me as well as push people to where they want to be, and also filling the roles that they have in my life. So yeah, man, basically just working on my mindset, working on myself, trying to get back in the gym, trying to cut some weight because, man, I'm getting heavy. I don't like it. I don't like feeling tired when I'm walking up the stairs. I don't like a loss in energy. Like, I'm getting close to where I was at pretty much before I even played football, and I was a fat, chubby 8th grader. So definitely don't want to go back to that. So yeah, man, pretty much proclaim it on the air, changing both my physical and emotional being. So shout out to me.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was dope, Pete. I wish I could say yeah, this is about to be petty as fuck. I'm just letting y'all know. Man, it's been a tiring week. So it's time for some self-reflection. On the latest episode of the Bus Stop Chronicles, man, I saw some shit last Sunday when I was on my way to work. Getting on the bus, I left like 4 hours early to go to work in Northridge. And I get on the bus, the first thing I see when I make a left instinctually, like just looking and scanning the whole bus and all that, it's this dude literally sitting in the center aisle all the way in the back of the bus, at the very top in the middle, with his hand in his pants, tallywhacking, just jerking off, like hand boning. And I'm just like, fuck, it's going to be one of those days. Should have saw the signs. It was a precursor. I mean, it's just, wow. So then, another guy who was at the bus stop with me, like 5 stops later, he just started smoking dope, straight up, like smoking rocks in the back of the bus. And the bus driver is just like, yo, fam, like, you can't do that. You can't just be smoking that, especially when it smells like shit. At least smoke something that smells good. Kicks the dude off the bus. He gets off the bus, no hesitation. And the whole time I'm like, yeah, you kicked the dude off for smoking bones and shit and whatever in the back of the bus. But the dude who was jerking his dick off with like 10 people around him and there were kids on the bus, no one saw that. I think I was like the only person who saw it. And I'm just like, it's horrifying. I don't like that. I don't like being the only person seeing shit. And then I'm just like, well, I guess I just have to like take that to my grave because no one else saw it. Which kind of led me to something that happened at work recently where I almost snapped and cussed this person the fuck out because they were just being mad disrespectful. One thing I hate is bullies, and I hate when someone's bullying you or trying to bully you and they essentially act like you're doing wrong to them when you call it out. I have no patience for that shit. And yeah, somebody at work almost got cussed out, like badly. But what I will say is, as far as my progression and growth, I'm honestly really working on just not being angry, which is actually working out pretty well, I'd say. I listen to a lot of like meditation music, so I'm usually always just calm and serene throughout the day. That's why I hold in so much inner pettiness, because I'm not like yelling it out at people, which is outstanding, and I'm totally here for it, trying to be a better person. But yeah, shout out to my grandma, going through her things. Love you, grandma. And honestly, it's a long ass summer and I'm tired and I can't wait to get some sleep because I just started an internship. So yeah. My advice: to break up the monotony in your life, do something that really challenges you. That's all I can say. That's all the advice I can really give. Do something that may feel like it's out of your comfort zone, but it will help you. Even if you feel like talking shit about it when you first start, or if you're reluctant. That's just the old habits that you have that are kind of self-defeating that you have to really acknowledge and call out. And I guess I'm calling some of that stuff out right now. So yeah. That's about it.
Real quick, hit the chat before we write out.
Hit the chat?
Yeah, right there on the app.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, man. Just go ahead and thank anybody. Shout out to Keith. Shout out to you, man. Just wanted to say that. Thanks for
running backs
dropping some comments.
Running backs still exist, Keith. Unfortunately, nickelbacks and quarterbacks are just more valuable, sadly.
But yeah, man, touchdowns and tangents.
And Mike Trout is the GOAT.
if you like this broadcast slash podcast, we ask that you go ahead and share it with a friend. We ask that if you're listening in the podcast space, that you go ahead and leave a comment, leave a review, whatever you got to do, because we're everywhere. Stitcher, Speaker, SoundCloud.
And our Touchdowns and Tangents overtime show is on Spotify.
Yeah. You also shout out to the X Squad, another one of our networks. And also shout out to Full Press Coverage, where you can also find our written work as well as another network that we're on.
Shout out to the OG, triple OG Terry.
Yeah, man. Touchdowns and Tangents. We thank you for listening. Catch us again next week on the Good News Radio Station app, live from the Good News Radio Station. Peace.
Stay safe.